You know, recovering from failure in the MDI, from disappointment, is you just have to experience it a few times.
1% left for Shell's Angels here.
Shell's Angels have found redemption.
And it's not going to feel good.
And it looks like Free Marcy is going to be our first BlizzCon 28 champion.
Shakib goes down, Lighty goes down! 3-0, and will be our BlizzCon champions!
Up until this expansion, actually, I had never failed to make grand finals, but we struggled to win. And so for a long time, I think I was known as the second place guy. You don't care so much about winning so much as you hate losing. And it's that hatred of losing that drives you. You know, I look at Echo as the gold standard, and if you try to beat Echo in a dungeon by simply designing a good route and then playing really well, it's hard to beat them. They're going to have a really good route. They're going to play really well. I think even in the best of times, that's a 50-50 proposition.
On the side and pulls it sub 20%, just burning him down as desperate as possible. JB doing as much damage as he can.
It was kind of like, oh my God, is this happening?
Now, Method NA are going to close this out with the.
I remember when it happened, it was just like,
moment here over Method EU. They've done the impossible. They've downed the undefeatable team, and they've claimed victory.
It was a pretty surprising victory. I don't think we were expected to win that one, so it was an indelible memory that I, will remember on my deathbed.
See Shakib actually carrying that spear on his back right now.
If you can come up with a little bit of tech, shave some time off pulls here and there.
Yeah, just Yoda is going to be going up to the Necropolis, so maybe they're going to...
And just get innovative with the dungeon. I think that's where we have found our best success, by being smarter than the dungeon. You could come up with some very inventive routes by snapping mobs. You could really see which teams had spent a lot of time testing out different concepts. It's not always just who selected the best mobs to pull together and then press their buttons the hardest.
I really like this. This is such a cool idea by complexity.
A lot of times it's what advantage do we give ourselves in a dungeon? One thing I can promise you that every high-level WoW player has is a ton of days played in WoW. My statistics tab in-game showed that I had finished Mauve Souls over 1,000 times. This expansion, you've had a lot more new faces, and I think the competition in the MDI is probably fiercer now than it's ever been before. Competitively, that's the kind of stuff that gets you excited. I think that's kind of what my legacy is now, is just being, one of the first.